Good morning to you. It's great to see you here. Good morning to you. You're someone we can cheer. Hooray. Good morning to you. Singing clear and loud. Good morning to you. You really make us proud.
Hi and welcome to episode 2 of Space to Create. This week Yair and I are going to be joined by guest artist Ed Boxall, who's got lots of fun activities up his sleeve for you. There are going to be 4 more episodes after this with other guest artists and activities from us, so make sure you join in and watch this space. If you'd like to share your work with us, we'd love to see it either by photo or video. There's an email address at the end of the video so that you can send it in. So have fun and let's get making.
Hello, I'm Ed. Welcome to my very messy studio at home where I do all my work. We're going to be doing a project all about nonsense. I love nonsense. I love nonsense poems. I love nonsense pictures. I love nonsense stories. Here's a famous nonsense poem by Spike Milligan. Okay, it's called On the Ning Nang Nong. On the ning nang nong where the cows go bong and the monkeys all say boo, there's a nong nang ning where the trees go ping and the teapots jibber jabber joo. On the nong ning nang all the mice go clang and you just can't catch 'em when they do. So it's ning nang nong, cows go bong, nong nang ning, trees go ping, nong ning nang, the mice go clang. What a noisy place to belong is the ning nang nong. Fab. Now my favourite of all is the amazing Dr Seuss. I wonder if you've encountered Dr Seuss, perhaps when you were a little bit younger. He did a very famous book called The Cat in the Hat, and he invented The Grinch, which is a brilliant Christmas film. But he's perfect for explaining what we're doing today, because he creates all these wonderful, 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 magical nonsense worlds. Can we see that? And these brilliant characters, which is what we're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to read you a little bit of a Dr Seuss book. So come down here. Here we go. You can think about gloves, you can think about snubs, you can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Think of black water, think up a white sky, think up a boat, think of bloogs blowing by. And if you look closely, I love that little guy in his boat with the bloogs blowing by. For this nonsense activity, we are going to be painting with coffee. Now, I've got in this tub some very strong black coffee. So, you know, obviously get a grown-up to help you make some coffee, but it's got to be mega strong, and it's instant coffee. Like 4 teaspoons in a cup. Yeah, so lots stronger than you'd normally make a coffee. Don't drink it. I've got some plain water here, and we're going to do wet on wet painting with coffee. And we're going to do that to invent some nonsense creatures. So here goes. I'm going to squirt some water on there. And I'm going to use a paintbrush. You don't have to use a paintbrush. You could drop the coffee on with a tissue or a sponge, or let's use a tissue here. And you're just going to let the paint kind of do what it wants. And what you're going to do is make quite a collection of splodgy coffee splodges before we do the next stage. Okay? Yeah, just have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. Delicate layers of brown. I think instant coffee should come out of my fingers. I think they're not. I'm going to let those dry and come back to them in a little while after they've dried. Right, so I'm back again, and my splodges have dried in the sunshine really, really super quick. So now I'm going to look at these splodges and turn them into nonsense creatures. Like that. Dragon with strange elephant on his head. Okay. That's a start. I'm going to do some more now, and I'm just going to speed my hands up a little bit. Here goes. We're going to be looking at magical changes, turning one thing into another. Right, here we go. The blank turns into a blank and blank. What you're going to put in this blank is an object in your house, okay? An ordinary object. Let's say the chair. And then, because we are in the Dr Seuss nonsense world, let's think about what the chair could turn into. Now, a chair's got 4 legs, so I think let's have the chair turn into a giraffe. There we go. There we go. And then it does something. The chair turns into a giraffe, and what could it do? It could run to the sunset. There we go. Do you get the idea? So I'd like you to look around your house and come up with some brilliant sentences about magically transforming objects around your house into other things. But keep to this sentence. The blank turns into a blank and blank. I've done something wrong, haven't I? The chair turns into a giraffe and runs to the sunset. But hey, maybe we could improve this sentence and have a bit of fun with it. I like that. The kitchen chair turns into a gentle The kitchen chair turns into a gentle giraffe and wanders.
then, of course, you could do a picture to go with your mini poem. Good morning. Hello again. Welcome to my very messy studio again. You can have a look at it there. What a mess. It needs a tidy. Right. Today we're going to make nonsense creatures in another way with lots of cardboard and tape and see what we can make. So here goes. So as you can see, I have a roll of masking tape, some scissors, a pen and a load of bits of cardboard. Now I've cut some ordinary corrugated cardboard, like you get lots of things packaged into lots of just really random shapes. So let's do a few more. And what we're trying to do is just have loads of really interesting and varied, that's the important thing, interesting and varied shapes. I like that. Little shapes, big shapes, curvy shapes, straight shapes, wobbly shapes, wibbly shapes. That'll do. Right, there we go. I've made my characters. I'm sure you can make characters that are much more interesting and exciting than mine, though I do quite like the way he's got really long legs. And look, he's got a friend now, a kind of strange dog. You can do loads of things with these characters. You could, if you have some string, you could hang them from the ceiling and hang them from things and have them appearing around your house. You could even make a scene in your window, either looking out of your window or looking in, maybe looking out for people to see, and just play with them, see what you can create. Maybe make little stories with them. But the really important thing is that the way we did this was we didn't have a plan to start with. We cut all those random shapes and saw what might happen. So it's really important not to kind of have a plan to start with. We're often told to have a plan, but this time don't plan, make all those random shapes and just play with them and see what happens, see what you create. Thank you, see you soon, bye bye. So let's draw. Let's see how we can use these bits and bobs to make nonsense characters and perhaps even nonsense worlds. A little bit like Dr Seuss. Here goes. When I drew this, I had no idea what was going to happen. I just kind of drew around this, and it kind of turned into this strange scene, and I don't really know where it is or why I drew what I drew, but I really enjoyed it. So you can have a go
finding some interesting objects with interesting shapes, and draw around them quite carefully and just see what appears on your piece of paper, see what magic happens. I think maybe this is some lovely peaceful place where you can maybe go to a park on another planet perhaps and climb up a ladder and look at the view and find some peace and quiet. My awesome artist is obviously Dr Seuss, because I've talked about him a lot, haven't I? And I'm going to read you a whole one of his stories that he's done the pictures for. It's called Oh, the Thinks You Can Think. You can think up some birds, that's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red, you can think about pink. You can think up a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop, you can think about schlop, 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 beautiful schlop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves, you can think about snuffs, you can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Think of black water, think up a white sky, think up a boat, think of bloogs blowing by. You can think about night, a night in Nanup, the birds are asleep and the 3 moons are up. You can think about day, a day in Dake, the water is blue and the birds are awake. Think and wonder, wonder and think, how much water can 55 elephants drink? You can wonder, how long is the tail of a zong? There are so many thinks that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth off the rinker fink? Not sure if I would. And what would you do if you met a jiboo? Oh, the thinks you can think. Think of Peter the postman who crosses the ice once every day and on Saturdays twice. Think, you can think any think that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. Think of light, think of bright. Think of stairs in the night. Look at those wonderful stairs going up. Think a ship. Think up a long trip. Go visit the Vipper of Vip. There's the Vipper of Vip. And left. Think of left and think about beft. Why is it that beft always go to the left? And why is it so many things go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the thinks you can think up if only you try. Oh, the thinks you can think up if only you try. Let's find some of my favourite bits. I definitely... Where's it gone? I definitely like the shadowy stairs. Yeah, I think that's my favourite bit.
Lovely. So Dr Seuss, one of my favourite illustrators and writers in the world. Brilliant. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Riz and I'm going to be doing some very simple stretching and breathing exercises which you can do either at the beginning of the day, maybe to give you a bit of like oomph, or at the end of the day when you maybe need to relax. So what I would like you to do first is to sit down on a mat if you've got one. It doesn't have to be, but on a nice soft surface. And you can either cross your legs, one foot in front of the other, like so. If you can't do that, what you can do is actually come onto your knees and sit with your bottom on your heels. This is Salem, by the way. He likes to join in yoga. So what we need to do now is come into our sitting position. So choose whichever one feels comfortable for you. I'm going to sit with my legs cross-legged. So what I would like you to do first is put your hands on your knees. Just let them relax. Relax your shoulders. And what I want you to do is take a big, deep breath in. And when you breathe in, I want you to imagine that your stomach or your tummy is like a balloon. So when you breathe in, it expands. And then when you breathe out, it deflates. So have that image of a balloon. So what we're going to do is breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. And I want you to breathe out through your mouth. So just like a big breath out. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Think of that balloon. And then it's deflating. So you can do 3 or 4 or 5 of those just to kind of get you relaxed. Now what I want us to do is do a nice little easy stretch using our left hand to come up and across, and we're going to put our right hand down and just breathe in and stretch over. So you'll be feeling a little bit of a pull here. It shouldn't be painful, it should be just like a nice stretch. That's it. And then come back up. And then we'll go the other way, so left hand down, right hand up and across. Yeah, that's good. Feels nice, stretch, and come back up. One more time on each side. Breathe in and over, back up. Breathe in and over, back up. Now, sometimes when you're sitting at a computer all day, we tend to be hunched over, like so. So what I'd like you to do now is try and relax this part of your neck. So what you can do is bring up your shoulders to your ears and then down. And up and down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. And then you can roll your shoulders backwards. Oh, that's always good. Just loosening up that back and forwards. And then what we can do now is some slight head rolls or head tilt. So this is also really good for the back of your neck, especially when you're sitting at a computer or you're playing your Xbox. So head down, let your chin touch the top of your chest. and then back up. Reach your head back so you're stretching out your neck again, and then forwards, and then backwards, and now we're going to go from right and left. So let's go right first. So we're going to just slightly tip the head to the right, and you should be feeling it down this side of your neck. Don't go too far if it's painful. It should just feel like a nice stretch. Come back up, go to the left. Yeah, that feels good. And then come back up. And one more time. And then back up. One more time on the left side. Good. So, the next thing we're going to do is get the blood pumping in our hands, because we use our hands with our mice and our Xboxes. So what I want you to do is open and close, just like that. Take it very slowly, nice and slow. And now what I want you to do is to increase the pace. So it's getting faster. That's it, increasing the pace. Keep doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way you can do this, which is also really good, is you can put your hands above your head and do the same thing. So if I come down, you can see an open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close, and increasing the pace. It's slightly harder this way, and you can definitely feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Okay. So those are just some simple exercises you can do each morning or in the evening. Very good to make you feel relaxed. Also, stretching those places that maybe when you're sitting at a computer or doing things sitting down will actually give those muscles a bit of a break and a stretch. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon.
It's time to say goodbye now. It's time for us to finish. Thank you for your music.
I will be here every week with Yair, and we'll be joined by different guest artists. If you've had a good time and enjoyed making something, do share photos or even a video with Catherine at Culture Shift. Check out this email address at the end of the video.